What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 6-8Jay, coming to you on this Saturday. Had to get my days right. Uh-oh, 3 more days till the emails come out. The greatest way to start your day is with the Crypto for Life family. And before I get started, let me say what's up to Laurel Jack. What's up, Laurel? I see you. Shane Sullivan's in the house. Tony Bags, what's up, my brother? Had a great time with Tony Bags out there in Vegas. That's like we was out there rocking. Rockin' was on the mic. Huh? Berserker, Tony Bags. Was it not Blockchain Monkey? Blockchain Monkey's here today. We had XRP Bags, Crypto Tales, Lady E. 6-8Jay jumped on there and said, F you, Gary. I might play that clip. Good Lord. Let me stop. It's Crypto Tropics in the house. What's up, my brother? Dr. Shiva. Dr. Shiva's in the house. I see you. Appreciate you guys. Greatest way. What's up, Karma? Carmichael's in the house. My brother, Anthony Wanner, jumping in. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. We got a great, great show. We got 2 legendary brothers in the house. 2 legends in the house. One didn't show up, but that's okay. We're going to keep it rocking. 2 legends. Guys, right now we got the Bitcoin price. What the hell is going on? Bleeding out? Market cap? 1.04 billion? Bitcoin. Good Lord. It's having that time of month right now. Good Lord. Did I say that out loud? I think so. It's at 25,600. We got Ethereum down to 1727. BNB. Uh-oh, what happened? It dropped. Is that possibly because of Gary Gonzo Gensler? I think so. It's at 235. We got XRP at 48 cents. Oh my God, it's over. No, it's not. Just starting. Cardano's at 25 cents. Dogecoin at 6. We got Tron at 6 cents. Solana at 14.70. Dot. Uh-oh, man, I tell you what, if Dot gets back to $3, that made me a lot of money. I might go all in. Let me stop my FOMO. I need my counselor. Where's JC at? JC is my counselor. He keeps me from FOMOing. I'm just always do your own research, guys. By the way, remember, nothing we talk about should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. My name is James, aka 6-8Jay. I've been in crypto since 2017, and I'm documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Polygon, Matic, what's going on with you? 55 cents. Good Lord. Guys, wasn't it like yesterday Matic was like at 120? Oh my God, a 37% drop. Oh my goodness. I might need some counseling because I want a FOMO. I got to keep this show going. AVAX right now is 1137. We got Shiba. What happened to that dog? I think it's in the kennel. It's got like a muzzle on following Doge because they ain't doing a damn thing right now. Adam's at 788. Chainlink. That old stinky link is at 499. Good Lord. Discount. You guys remember Kmart, the Kmart Blue Light Special? Aisle 4. Discount on Chainlink. OKB is at 4116. We got Uniswap at 401. XLM related to Shiba. I mean related to XRP. What the hell is going on? It's down to 7 cents. Wasn't that thing just at 10? What's up? It says, remember last week I said market cap bottom gonna be. Yeah, I remember that. Karma Kaimaco. We're gonna keep it going. TON is at 148. ICP is at 365. Filecoin. Good Lord. Discount 337. Crow. If you didn't know, I don't know, guys. I'm telling you, Crow. Oh my gosh, Crow reminds me. What's that movie Eminem, 8 Mile? When he started telling on himself, he got on stage. He said, "I am this and that. I do live in a trailer park." Crow just jumped on and started telling on himself. They said, "We're gonna get out of the U.S. We might be." Let me stop. They did it before the SEC got to him. Let me stop. QNT is at 103. We got Arbitrum, that new layer 2. Haven't even seen the bull run yet. I'm just saying, new kid on the block. It's right 36 right now. It's down 22.72% at 95 cents. Good Lord. APT is at 575. VChain at 1 cent. We got Near. Let's make it clear. Cheer for Near. I be trying to rap. I can't do it. GRT is at 9 cents. I'm gonna leave that up to blockchain because I swear I sound good in the shower, but when that water comes off, I'm like, ooh yeah, like Ezel on Friday. I'm gonna leave that up to blockchain Monkeyz though. He's a man. Ape is at 222. We got Algo at 10 cents. We got the coin formerly known as EGLD, Multiverse X, at 29.80. We got Avi at 51.54. We got Stack It Up like Telsong, including XRP Bags and blockchain Monkeyz. We're gonna get to that. I play it every day. Optimism, the other layer 2. I'll tell you guys, this thing right now is it dropped. Oh my goodness. Optimism. Opportunity? Under $1, maybe. Sandbox. Uh-oh, it's like when you roll dice, 2 for $1. I think it's almost 3 for $1 now. That thing done dropped big time. If you Google top 10, AI coins, RNDR is at 185. It's one of them. The OGXTZ at 71 cents. What else is talking about? Mana's. Good Lord. Mana's almost 3 for $1 too. Whew, discount. But you know what happens? A lot of people get money is stuck. Randy B, what's up, Randy B? Randy B's in the house. Good to see you, sis. All right, guys, let's just get through this. I can't talk about all these coins. XDC is at 3 cents. We got Casper CSPR at 4 cents. We got Gala at 2. Discount. INJ at 545. Good Lord, what's going on? GMX, I told you guys I was waiting for GMX 2 for 100. It's at 44.19. Oh, my goodness. What is Gary Gensler doing? That old damn Gary. I just want. Oh my goodness. How many people like to see Gary Gibbons in a boxing match? Huh? I don't know. Sue. That's what they're trying to do to everybody. Sue him. It's at 59 cents. Pepe. It's gonna save everybody. Pepe. No, it's not. But it's at 5 zeros and an 8. Is that 6 zeros and 8? Did it drop that much? 1, 2, 3, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Yes, it's it's at 6 zeros and 9. We've got Trust Wallet. Who cares? We got Woo at 16 cents. We got Mask at 3.35. Zillica, the real Dillica, at 1 cent. And coming in at number 100, Flair. Don't you dare. Are you at 1 cent? I might have to pause, guys. I might have to go to an intermission to stack up. Let me stop. FOMO's not good. Always do your own research. Huh? You want to win. Oh, God, how come the screen's always doing that to me? Guys, let's get to it. Let's bring in these legendary brothers. Without further ado, I got my man's Pots and Pans, AlexDVlogs, Blockchain Monkeyz in the house. My brothers, are you there?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Woo!
What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
The legends.
Great to be here.
Yes, sir, man. I be rocking that beat that was Stack It Up. So special.
Stack It Up, baby.
I play that song every day. Hey, dude, I play it every day, bro.
Hey, I could be in a bad mood as soon as Blockchain Monkeyz come. I'm like, oh, that brother comes out like, oh.
You want some quad at XDC?
Yo, I appreciate that so much, man.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I appreciate you, man.
That's the best time.
I so much appreciate that, man.
That's
really,
sick flow, bro. Sick flow. So, hey, guys, look, man, we got a lot to talk about today. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. SEC attack against crypto. I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. But before I do, I got a thumbnail coming up tomorrow, and I think the thumbnail says it all. Let me put it up behind you guys. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let me get you guys on the screen with the thumbnail. So this thumbnail here says, where's that? Americans under attack by America. And that's going to be my thumbnail for tomorrow, but I want to talk about that. Americans under attack by America. And I put on here, in my thoughts, I put, it's not about crypto. It's about control and financial slavery. Now, I know when we say slavery, Blockchain Monkeyz, me and you automatically feel a certain way based off of our heritage. But this is not about a race. This is about the American people being stuck in a matrix of manipulation that as long as the circle of life is going the way they want it, which is we all stay in our place. A few of us might make it if we can dribble basketball, if you can throw a pass like Joe Montana, if you can sing like Elvis, if you got a special talent, they'll let a few of us make it.
Yeah.
But for the opportunity for the average person to do extraordinary things, it kills them because they realize as the slave masters, they cannot keep us, that we have seen the light, that we had the opportunity to look at the red and blue pill, and a lot of people took that red pill. So it's just one of the things that it just saddens me. I don't feel proud right now. When you look at other countries, they're laughing at us. It's just super sad. I want you guys to talk about just right now how you feel, and we'll get into particulars about just where crypto is at and just this all-out belligerent attack by the SEC. Go ahead.
Well, I feel exactly just how you explain that. My thoughts are the same exact way as that, because it's a coordinated attack against us all. And unfortunately for them, they allowed us to take a little peek behind the curtain and see exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And all it takes is just a little bit of research. You know what I'm saying? And that opens up the door to so many things. The fact that they want to have this SEC lawsuit, and because you're looking at how many cryptos do we got in space right now?
Good Lord.
27,000.
Ridiculous, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look at what they choose to suppress and keep down. I think by them holding it back for so long allowed us to see more and understand, oh, there's something else more going on here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's what I came in the door with Bitcoin, and then I started watching Digital Asset Investor. Came across XRP,
right.
And the more research that came across, the more settled I was. And when they dropped that lawsuit, I said, okay, so all we gotta do is just wait. Okay,
that's right. And it's so crazy. Before I go into AlexDVlogs, it's like I just remember the feeling. It's like there's certain feelings in life that you just don't forget, like a feeling when I signed my pro basketball contract, or when I did my first film, or when I did my kids were born. There's feelings that you don't forget. I remember the feeling when they filed the lawsuit against XRP, just feeling violated and really just ashamed, because I understood what it was all about. And the more that we get towards these last 3 days, you can see blatantly what they're trying to do. I mean, last week, they altered their disclaimer on their website. I mean, right in front of everybody, they altered the disclaimer to basically change the wording of what they couldn't say because they realized that this is one of the things that was being brought up in court. Then this week, they go out and they remove William Hinman, which is their golden child, the former director. They remove him from the damn SEC site. So what it tells me, when you start seeing all this, I always say if it looks like a rat, dresses like a rat, acts like a rat, it's a damn rat. And so at the end of the day, when you sit up there and you see all these things and then you wait and you go, okay, the Hinman emails are coming out, and 1 week before the Hinman email, you couldn't even wait for us to have our moment. You launched the biggest attack on crypto. I always tell people they had spades, like the ace of spades, king of spades, queen of spades. You know,
they got their cards.
They got their cards, and they know what we're dealing with. They know what they got, and they hit us with the king of spades, in my opinion, which was the attack on Binance and the attack on Coinbase. And I think the last ace of spades, if things, because they realized what they did brought the market down. So it's kind of like, okay, XRP, y'all going to win. So while everybody's looking to the left, let us start this crazy chaotic, manipulative scandal on the right, so that you're so worried about the right that no one really cares about what's going on the left. And then what happened is you dilute what's happening with Ripple by bringing in Coinbase, Binance, and suing or going after some of the top assets in all of crypto. So we're so, and then what happens? You crash the market. So okay, y'all fools might win XRP, but you know what? Ain't nobody about to get paid because we're gonna crash this damn market. We're gonna crash this damn market so horrifically. You want to mess with us? As a matter of fact, we played the king, but we still got the ace of spades. And guess what that is in my opinion? The damn no. Here's the ace of spades. Tether. That's what I think the damn ace of spades are. Tether.
Tether, yeah.
I'm telling you guys, they're gonna keep effing with us.
Are they gonna kill Tether? Do you think they're gonna kill it?
Bro, listen to me. Crypto Savvy One. I talked about Crypto Savvy One before. Back in December 2021, he said we're gonna have this massive. We'll see the bottom. We're gonna have this massive dip, which he called the .com bubble washout, which he called the crypto bubble washout. He said it would happen. He said it would happen in June, between June and September to October of 2023. How the hell did he know that? He said because based off the .com pattern when it happened with the .com bubble, he said it's going to happen during the same time. He said you'll see scandals. You'll see. I mean, the dude called it. He follows me. He's donated so much money to our channel. He's given $100 super chats, $50 super chat. He's just an amazing dude. But I followed him, and we're a fairly young channel. We've been up for about 6 months now, and just to see that brother's calls play out. And it's like he couldn't predict Celsius, he couldn't predict Luna, he couldn't predict FTT, but he knew there were things that were going to get exposed. And who in the hell could have ever predicted the attack on Americans by America themselves, or better yet, the SEC and certain politicians? Who could have saw that? So AlexDVlogs, just give me some type of feedback on how you're feeling right now, brother.
It's interesting. Yesterday I was driving home from a trip in San Francisco, and me and my wife were talking, and I was telling her, just because in my head I was thinking, look, babe, we're going to be making so much money. She goes, how? Well, I got XRP, okay? It's going to be the only coin out of 27,000 coins that's going to be listed as a regulatory regulatory currency, right? And it'll be the only one. Imagine that. The only one out of 27,000 that has to go up. She goes, yeah, everything you're saying is perfect, and it's theoretically gonna happen. He goes, theoretically, and I go, no, this is gonna go up. This is how I've been feeling for like last 5 years.
But see,
go ahead,
Monkeyz.
Not to cut you off, but what was real peculiar to me wasn't Brian Brooks over at Binance for a while?
He was, and left. Yeah.
There's some type of
what was he gathering? What was he gathering, and what was going on there? Because he was only there for a short amount of time.
Look, Brian Brooks was over there for a hot second. And then you got the fact that Gary Gensler was trying to get a job with them in 2019. It's just so much. Look, bro, it's so much scandal. And I like how who was it that said this the other day? Said you can find it on Twitter where they says he's putting so much focus on attacking crypto, but he's never really addressed or brought any kind of charges against FTX. Matter of fact, they're getting ready to launch FTX again. It's like, what the hell?
Really?
Yeah, it's like FTX 2.0 or some junk like that. Yeah. It's just a scandal, bro. So it's like, you go from this asset that, and that's, see here's the thing, guys. I don't know what's in the Hinman emails. I don't know. But it's just peculiar to me how on the day that the Hinman emails are dropping, June 13th in 3 days, they got 3 other things that are being mentioned on that day. 3 other things. There's that committee deal about like clarity on crypto. There's another deal that they're coming out with, and then it's the Donald Trump indictment. You had to do all that on the 13th on our day of the emails. You had to do that like. There's not Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Hinman email day.
Yeah, you can do it on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week, next week. I mean, you had to do. So I'm just telling you guys, like, these fools, like, there's a reason why they're where they're at. Some people might say smart. I say smart and corrupted. You got to be corrupted and smart to be a politician. We all know it. We all know you got to bend what you really believe in. You got to be able to kiss butt, suck up, and play by whatever the good old boys are saying. And so that all Gary Gensler to me is a pawn, because there's no way one man, especially a person with a little man complex, and blockchain Monkeyz, you know, we've seen this our whole life. I'm sure you have too, AlexDVlogs, when you got this little dude who was nobody, all of a sudden he might get a certain position, he might get maybe a badge on his chest, whatever, and all of a sudden he acted out. And that's why you got so many. No, I'm just telling you. That's why you got so many of these issues that you have with people hurt these people at a higher status. I won't even say what they are because I don't want anybody. Oh my God, right. Where they hurt other people that they feel are lower than them because it's a little man complex. Gary Gensler has a little man complex, and he's a puppet. He's a puppet for somebody greater, like your Elizabeth Warrens or whoever else that might be pulling his strings. So the bottom line, guys, is it's irritating to me, not because of my investments. I don't care about all that. But it's just when someone I'm in this thing for the long haul, straight up. Look, from 2021, I see my portfolio go down in the millions. So it's like, whatever. It's whatever with me. But and I know I'm in this for the long haul. But the problem that I have is when I sit back as an American that's paid my taxes, as an American that's looking for my country to represent me, represent all of us in the way that you see El Salvador representing their people in many other countries. You even got now Russia. I mean, when was the day that you say you might be envious of how Russia or one of these other countries, Europe, are treating their people? We went from the great almighty power of the land of the free home of the brave, the fact that Americans got all this and that, to the fact that people actually are laughing and they feel embarrassed for us. Talk about that, guys. I seen
what is it the Nigerian president like laughing at us? Wasn't he talking about the US dollar?
Yeah.
It's like right in front of your face, and like you can't see that.
It's sad.
No one sees it.
It's sad, brother. It's I don't even know what to say at this point. I think there's a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys caught the that breakdown of where they said, did you catch the valuation of XRP that lady and those people from Stanford came out with?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a while back.
No. They just came out let's see. They just came out with this thing. It's a multi-page evaluate, and they break down exactly where they expect. I can't find it because it was
the price.
Was it 29,000?
It's a ridiculous number. And the thing is, they came with the short term and the medium term and the long term. And by 2030, they had it being. I mean, it's if that's what it is, it's life changing. And it's amazing. I think the lowest would have been is somewhere around 4 to 5, all the way up to like. I think it was like 20 or something like that. And so $20. So, it's just, but they come from a fundamental perspective, and they really break it down in a way. And I think the reason that a lot of people here or a lot of people watching have a hard time agreeing with that or even understand that, because, you only have 50 cents or 48 cents. Because right now we're just talking about, in my opinion, just the person that's investing. But what happens when all these institutions are no longer scared and they flip the switch? I think not only are they building relationships and they have relationships built, I think there's a greater number of people waiting for XRP to become the answer. We have to get this financial situation right, and we got to do it quick. But instead of worrying about how the world will transact in with XRP or what they offer globally, America is selfishly looking to control the narrative, and they're not playing team.
I've never seen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've never seen so many people so silent, waiting for a situation to happen.
Yeah.
You can, like, if you do your research enough and you hear some of these interviews that aren't really popular on YouTube, they're talking about it, but they're keeping it really, really low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very
it's
quiet.
almost like a coordinated effort to not speak on this.
Look, we'll talk about it, blockchain. Don't talk about it.
I don't see anything that represents them trying to protect the American people. Because if you're trying to, it's almost like if you're trying to protect me, wouldn't I have some kind of input on what that is? I mean, we want regulatory clarity. We don't want, we don't want what you guys are doing right now, which is trying to destroy crypto. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's as much destroying crypto or if it's trying to keep the American people back, and it's just trying to keep us in a system where we go to school and get debt, we take out loans, we build up credit cards, all these different things. I just think they're trying to keep us in this box. I think that's what it is. I mean, you guys' opinion.
Who's trying to keep us in the box?
America.
It's America.
So, period.
America.
Period.
America.
Look, no, bro, in my opinion, they like where we're at. They like that the circle. Like you got certain people on welfare, you got certain people lower class, middle class, this and that. We go through banking system. We send our kids to college to get jobs that build other people's dreams that will keep them doing enough to get paid, but pay them not enough not to quit. I mean, it's just.
And then look at the inflation
cycle
right now.
Oh, bro,
look at the inflation on purpose right now.
Inflation's crazy.
Heavy.
What is it, like 8% now, or is it higher?
It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure the numbers, man, but you can see it in the world. Whether you're going into the gas pump, whether you're going to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? The housing market. It's just ridiculous.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, guys, look, I don't know what those Hinman emails are going to come out with on Tuesday, but it's just. For anyone that's ever watched a movie, there are certain movies you can't figure out, and they just got crazy spins and crazy twists to them. But there are certain movies you can just look at, and you see the guy walking into the barn, and then the movie shows you the Chainsaw Massacre guy in the barn, and you just kind of know what's getting ready to happen. It's like you see what's happening right now with this whole thing. You see the fact that, like I said, if you change the disclaimer, you get rid of Bill Hinman, you attack crypto right in the moment, in XRP's moment. You do all the things. Look. It just tells me a couple things. Number one is, I don't really care about the price, and I know that's people are like, what are you talking about, James? It's not like I appreciate that valuation that they did, the Stanford people and all the smart people that did that, but I like to just look at the main thing, and the main thing for me, and I said this the other day, is that when Ripple becomes victorious, that to me is the greatest moment ever. A lot of people see it as a victory for crypto. I think to some degree, I think it's a victory for crypto, but I think it's to some extent, but I think it's more of a victory for Ripple, because it seems like what the SEC has said and what they're doing is each lawsuit will be based off of that individual either exchange or coin's position, or whatever it is, that because they don't want this to be one win for all people. It's like, okay, you got a battle, but this war is going to be way bigger than you guys think. So, in my opinion, I just think that the most important thing that people are failing to realize is to win. If we win this thing, that's all. I don't care if the price is 30 cents. I don't care if the price is 40. It doesn't matter. It's the win, because once they win, they're the only regulated crypto currency. Bitcoin's not regulated; it's just a commodity. They're the only ones. They're a year or two ahead of everybody else, because a lot of this stuff can go on for years, just like it did with Ripple, and it allows them to go ahead and flick on. It lets Brad Garlinghouse call up his staff and all the people around him, says, okay, let's flick the light switch on. And now, and I think what's going to happen at that point, so when you see these big valuation numbers, is because people don't understand where we're at and when we're going. It's like a spring effect. XRP should be so far ahead of where they're at right now, but they've been pressed down. They've been pushed all the way down. And when that win happens and that spring is released, who cares what the price is? Who cares what the price is? It's not if, it's when.
It's just when.
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead.
So talk. I just want you. Talk about what you guys think about just these. I mean, you got Robinhood right now. Laying off or getting rid of a lot of coins. You got Coinbase, who says we're going to stand strong. After when they got sued, they said with the lawsuit that they have right now, they're saying we're not going to delist anything. We're not going to stop staking. We demand justice. We're not doing anything. Okay, well if that's the case, why don't you put XRP back on?
There you go. Put it back on.
I'm confused as hell. I'm confused. Yeah, what about Binance?
That is weird. Like, why don't they do that? Right? I can't put money back into my Binance US account. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Can you guys? How do you guys buy your coins? Like, what exchanges do you guys use?
Well, I mean,
I use KuCoin sometimes too.
Yeah. Yep, KuCoin.
I use exchanges. I use exchanges like a robbery. I'm in and out of there so fast.
So man, I don't leave nothing. Another one that I found that responds really quick. I used to like. It's funny because a lot of exchanges I used to like BitTrue, they took away. Hotbit, they took away. Was it BitMax or Bitmart or whatever it was? They took away.
Yeah.
And so I use Coinbase, but I mean I use KuCoin. But what I realized what KuCoin started doing is at first they would say you can withdraw at least a full BTC a day. They've actually lowered that now to 0.7 something. So they're making it where you can take less and less of your money out. I don't like that. But they do have a great variety. So if you're not really dealing with those type of numbers, then I guess KuCoin is a great way. Another exchange that I found that has no limitations, I mean absolutely no limitations, is MEX. I'm sorry, MEXC. MEXC.
Yep.
Yeah.
I use them too.
So Mexi Global, and I'm just saying this, guys, you can literally put in 10 Bitcoin, or you can go put enough money to buy 10 Bitcoin and get that out within moments. And I know because I've done that. So it's just one of the things that I had to test. So, okay, let me try this much. Let me try that much. Let me try 4 or 5, and then finally I got to the point where I tried to lump sum, a 6-figure lump sum, and it was right out within moments, no hesitation, no nothing. So that's another good one. So you just got to figure out what works best for you. What's concerning to me is the other day I saw this lady come on, this news, she's like a media personality, and she said before they even did it, it's funny, she said it 2 days before they did. She goes, everyone's so concerned about what's going on with Binance and Coinbase. She goes, what happened if they go after crypto.com? And 2 days later, crypto.com announced they're going to withdraw from the US. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow.
And it's like, how do you do that when you got all these sports teams? But then again, didn't FTX have all this sports arena for the Miami Heat? So I'm just saying, like, all this stuff that's happening, guys, they're literally trying to destroy. I think in some aspects, I think questioning exchanges and getting things right is good. But the way they're going about it in a very bully situation, when you had people like Brian Armstrong asking, hey, he said that Coinbase met with them 30 times. 30 times.
Yes.
They had to file a lawsuit just to get clarity, just to get an answer. And their answer was, just like in the committee when he wouldn't say anything, there's enough regulation in place. And what happens? A month later, he sues them. Isn't that crazy, guys? So, like, what kind of system are we dealing with? I mean, what are we dealing with, guys? I want to go to the group here and read a couple messages here. We've got David O'Brien in the house. David O'Brien, welcome to the stream, my brother. David O'Brien says, but Coinbase made their bet with ETH. They are all massive ETH holders. I agree with that. There's something in those Hinman emails, David O'Brien, that's going to validate what you're saying right now. And I think that's the big thing. The whole ETH gate, the whole ETH conspiracy, the whole thing. Then, as a matter of fact, I think I got it. Let's go through a couple videos here. But before I do, let me say what's up to a couple other people. Laura Lovell in the house. Animals in the house. What's up, Laura Lovell? Animal. JC, my brother, is in the house. Any other, let's see, David O'Brien says, I would say Coinbase right now would never relist XRP. You might be right. He says, I will say right now. And that's why it's because of the whole relationship with Ethereum. You might be spot on. Because there's no reason. There's nothing that really makes any sense. Marvin Davis in the house.
What does that do to the price of Ethereum once ETHgate is like released? I mean, ETH is going to go down, and
if there's some kind of corruption, brother, of course. If there's some kind of corruption in those emails that show there's favoritism, like there's a video I got on my deal here where William Hinman, or Bill Hinman they call him, actually said how he felt about ETH and how ETH was not a security, but then he contradicted himself on what they considered a security to be. So it's pretty crazy, man. We got Crypto Tropic Tavern in the house. So let me go through and show a couple of these videos, guys, and we can kind of talk about some of these videos. Right here, this is Riz. It shows Bullock Craig DeWitt talking about XRP. It's about a minute long. Let's play this.
Okay.
But we'll talk, hot and honey hot takes you got.
Gotcha.
Doesn't have to be crypto. It can be anything in life. But give me a couple good sound bites.
Oh, crypto is life, man. You got the those are the same thing for me. Here's my hot take.
Hit me.
SEC gets their ass kicked in the Ripple case.
Wow.
Absolutely get their ass kicked in the Ripple case. But the ruling comes out in such a way that XRP is alone cleared as a non-security.
So I don't know if you guys heard this. If you have another computer on, he says the SEC gets their ass kicked, and he goes, but Ripple wins in a way where it's kind of like they're alone. But he goes, I'm gonna let it finish out. But basically, what he's saying is, it seems like they'll be in a position where they won't be able to benefit. And me taking that further is probably because of all the FUD that they've created around the ecosystem.
Yeah.
In the United States, meaning that with all the other stuff that the SEC is pulling, suing exchanges, suing other coins, are going to sue some big ones as well, that only BTC and XRP have legal clarity in the United States for a 2-year period.
Yeah, for a 2-year period.
Taking some show notes on that one. Ooh,
that would be like the turnaround
you guys catch it. It's funny. I've never seen this video, but this
of a
is
century, right?
This is exactly what we talked about. He said it'll be to the point where XRP and BTC are the only ones that have legal clarity, and it'll be that way for 2 years. Meaning that for 2 years, think about this. I want to piggyback on what he's saying, guys. So think about this. If what we just said before we listen to this video plays out, and XRP wins, but they create so much chaos, right? Blockchain Monkeyz, AlexDVlogs, they played the King of Spades, and now they got Tether. They can really control the narrative for the next 2 years through lawsuits, through attacks, and then you play the ace. So when everything starts looking better, boom, you play that Tether card. What does that do to the industry, guys? You got that is devastating, and we talked about heavy. That's what
does that mean though? Does that mean like all the money that was in Tether, does it go into XRP, or like that just completely kills everything? And XRP?
Look, brother, I wish I had an answer for you. All I can tell you is it's not about and again, I look, I don't want to scare anybody or piss anybody. It's one of those things where you see kind of like what the SEC did with changing their disclaimer and removing Bill Hemmon. All of a sudden here, just 3 weeks ago, you saw where Tether said they're going to take and allocate 15% of their profit, of their net profit, into Bitcoin. So now all of a sudden they're going to start buying things here. But if you go back to when they were first audited a couple years or so ago, and they did that light audit because they refused to show the big audit. They refused to show the big audit. And so now even if you got enough money that you're doing things right now, is what they go back and find that you did before. They're getting CZ with a lot of stuff that was done years ago. Right, and and certain practices. So, I like I said, man, it's just, oh my God, it's just crazy. It can get a lot worse. And I think what I'm banking on, and I'm sure these guys might cover that. What I'm banking on, guys, if for those of you guys might want to hear this, you could go back and look at this on my Twitter page. But what I'm banking on is the fact that XRP winning, and then it gets to a point where XRP decouples itself from the rest of crypto. Right, and I think, and the reason that I say that because Bitcoin's the almighty. It's kind of like when you dip, we dip, just like that, right? So when when Bitcoin did, everything dips. But if you really look at XRP, with all the things that's going on, and let me go back over to the chart here.
Great apologies, fam. I got to jet out. I got to take my son to.
Do your thing for sure.
But I so appreciate this, man. We got to do this again sometime.
Absolutely, my brother. I appreciate you being on. Me and Alex did take it home. Appreciate you, my man.
AlexDVlogs, man. I appreciate you too, man. James, I'll holler at you.
Much love, my brother. Appreciate you.
I'll talk to you later.
So my man, Blockchain Monkeyz in the house. So yeah, we appreciate you. So AlexDVlogs, we'll take it home. So the point I'm trying to make is that when you look at XRP as a whole. And the fact that even with all this crap that's being gone on, even all this FUD, it's still right now number 6. Now I say number 6, but if you take away the two stable coins, which is USDC and Tether, it's really number 4, right? Out of the use case type cryptos, right? But out of those 4, BNB, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they don't even compare. Matter of fact, they're all different in many ways. They're all very, very different in many ways. I mean, first of all, BNB is backed by obviously Binance, and there's some similarities in the fact that people can build on a platform like Ethereum, but they're very different than Ethereum, and none of them compare to Bitcoin, and I would even argue that none of them compare to Ripple. So if Ripple's use case really comes out as far as what they were created for, and they start getting global adoption, just in my opinion, I want to hear your opinion on it. I believe that they can kind of depeg from the rest of crypto and kind of do their own thing, especially for what they're meant to be used for.
Yeah, I think XRP is definitely ready to depeg. They'll be the only one. Once it goes up, then everyone will follow. I feel it is strange how everything is happening so recently in the crypto market. How XRP and the lawsuit, all of that is it's just strange to me. Like why can't we get clarity now? What's taking so long? And it's these people who try to just manipulate the whole system, and it's just dumb how we live in this world where if you're not in the game, not one of those players, you don't get to play.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to, AlexDVlogs, is right now the SEC and whoever the puppet master is above Gary Gensler, they're embarrassed. And I think they saw this ruling or this victory for Ripple coming a long time ago. When you hear John Deaton and you kind of compare XRP or Ripple versus, let's say, Library, right? Library didn't have that much money, so they couldn't fight the big fight. Ripple
Right.
has deep pockets, so they fought the big fight. $200 million is what Brad Garlinghouse said approximately is what they spent on this lawsuit. And the fact that everything, they were so strong, like, okay, well, from 2000, this to 2017, maybe you could have said something in our earlier sales about securities, maybe, because we didn't know. But hey, you didn't tell us what was going on. It's not like we didn't ask, but you didn't tell us. Kind of like the Coinbase situation. And then the secondary sales of XRP will, hey, definitely, we changed that up, and we're definitely not security. So whether we get a partial win, a settlement, or a full win, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a phenomenal victory for Ripple. But I just think go ahead.
We're gonna have like a lot of stories once the Ripple lawsuit is over. Like talking about, were you on the phone call, the very first phone call for the SEC? It's so funny because at the end of that phone call, well, initially the beginning of the phone call, they were just listing all the players, like who's representing Ripple. They said they talked about 20 different lawyers, right? And the SEC had like 3 lawyers, right? It was so funny. And then at the end of that phone call, someone yelled out Ripple for the win, or I forget what they said. They said something like Ripple to the moon or something.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like
Yeah.
I can't. It's just really bad how.
Well, I just feel sorry for the people who are doing everything right, because at the end of the day, this is all about right and wrong, right? We know that what Celsius did and Luna did and FTX did, that was wrong. But what has American people done? I mean, I get it when you say you're trying to protect us, and I'm all for regulatory clarity. I'm pro regulatory clarity. I just think the way that you do things is what's important. There's a way that you can do things to protect the people, to ensure. But I don't. Again, this is about a war against Ripple. This is about. I think the him and emails are really a lot of the stuff that a lot of these influencers and YouTubers are talking about, like you and I. I think the clarity is going to come when those him and emails come out. I think we're going to understand the big picture and why this really went down the way it did. Your thoughts?
Yeah. The what do you call it? Oh man, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I forgot. It was more so like you got me all speechless now. I apologize. Sorry, I don't have anything. I had something. It was in my mind. I can't remember it now. Yeah, it just this is how this world's gonna happen. How it's gonna change on the 13th. And man, it's just gonna be insane.
I agree. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Marvin Davis says. I know it's more than 18 people watching. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's funny thing is I don't really advertise this a lot to my family and friends, my personal family. This is all crypto. I kind of I don't do a lot of advertising to family and friends just because I just know how people are, man. Especially my family and friends in my 25 years in business. So
well, interesting how you talk about families and friends. Like I have my family, who, like my dad, my brother. I got my brother-in-law. I got a friend, right? Who are into crypto, not necessarily into crypto, but invested in crypto through me. But I mean, talking to other people, they just laugh at you, right? They laugh and they say, "Oh, Alex is just trying to be rich or trying to get something, right?"
Right.
They're not gonna understand once it does happen. They're gonna be like, "Oh, how did you do that? Can you show me?" I'm like, "No, I've been telling people for 5 years. You don't listen." So that's
well. I got a philosophy, Alex. When I started this journey in 2017, a lot of people weren't really into it. A lot of people really didn't try to understand it, and it's not like I didn't go to family and friends, but through my process of winning and having a lot of success, you start realizing. I was talking to someone about this other day. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of envy. And then all of a sudden, the same people who didn't want to support you, they're coming around asking for loans or asking for this and asking for that. So when I decided to start co-hosting over with IBF and Six8Jay, I just made it about the people that I was around in that family, right? And so when I started my own channel, I didn't go out and try to blow it up all over my personal, I put a couple things out there. But for the most part, I just kept it in that same tight-knit family. It's kind of like I told my wife, whatever relationship I have with people now, right, when the market's down or now while we're waiting for Ripple to do whatever. And a lot of people know, especially people who are personal to me, they know my success. But I got a philosophy. However, whatever our relationship is now, let it be the same way when Ripple goes to $100 or Ripple goes to $1,000. Hey, I just want the same relationship. If I'm not getting phone calls now, I don't want phone calls when that happens. So I just got a philosophy, man. That's just how I do things. So they'll be crying afterwards. That's right, Iron Man. Iron Man's in the house. My brother, Iron Man. What's up, Iron Man? Marvin Davis knows. So guys, this
phone number,
huh?
Change your phone number.
No. I think I just, I'm a certain kind of person. I'm, from when it comes to personal, business, father, son, husband, and I just say it's you got to have certain things that you stand by. It's a reason why I can look up and see all my kids as college graduates, doctors, and all this kind of stuff, and nurses, and in college or doing this and that, because it's just what I stand for and the things that I. I put in place as a person all around, business and otherwise. So, anyways, enough about that. Let's get into back into the Ripple thing. So again, him and emails 3 days from now. I guess the big question is, AlexDVlogs, is when does Judge Torres rule after that? And I think that's really the big question, because here's the thing, guys. Look, I know she's a judge. I know she has a title, Judge Torres, but she's also a person. From what I understand, she's a minority person. She's probably got family and friends that are possibly in this space. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, she has to be looking at and reading the same things we're looking at and reading on in the media, on Twitter, or whatever the case may be. And anybody, even Stevie Wonder, good Lord, I don't know why I said that, because we know Stevie Wonder don't see all that great. But even Stevie Wonder could see the corruption that's taking place. Even if you could hear it, you can understand the corruption at his all-time, at his greatest moment right now. And I just think that when you look at what Gary Gensler's doing, when you look at how he handled himself in front of that committee, when you look at his attack on Binance and Coinbase, especially, I would say more so Coinbase, because I don't really like comparing the two. I think Binance may have some skeletons in the closet. I don't know of how they operate. Obviously, they've never been regulated here in the U.S. That's why they had Binance U.S., and now there's all kinds of things going on with that. I think that Coinbase is a company that has always tried to be in compliance, that has tried to reach out 30 times to the SEC. I think Brian Armstrong represents, in my opinion, a great company here in the U.S. that tried to do the right thing. So I'm not gonna crap on Coinbase or Brian Armstrong. Am I a little bit bitter that he didn't have the same stance that he had with XRP, like he's having with all these other assets? Yeah. Do I think there's some kind of bias here? Yes. Do I think it should be relisted if you're not going to sit there and delist anything else? Yes. But at the end of the day, is he a bad businessman when it comes down to how he runs his business? I just don't like how the SEC is attacking them, especially when they reached out and they pleaded for some type of clarity. That really doesn't sit well with me. So I definitely, I feel at this point, it's just the him and emails in 3 days are very important, and the victory that comes after that is really going to set the tone for Ripple and XRP. And I think it will shine somewhat of a positive light of the rest of the crypto industry, because maybe it gives some type of clarity. I think the difference is that the him and emails won't have anything in it specifically against, let's say, Solana or Matic or or some of these other cryptos. That I think what Ripple has in its favor is that their name or something was actually done against them in those him and emails, and that might actually help their victory in this case. Alex?
Yeah, I like to say like how I thought of the SEC, like the name SEC, like especially 2009 with all the housing stuff, Ben Bernanke, right? And the SEC.
Yeah.
I thought they were like the most smartest people in the friggin' world. You had to get like a broker license, Series 7. You had to be super smart, right?
Yeah.
He's from MIT, right? He's got like Harvard people.
That's right.
Guys are freaking crooks.
Yeah,
okay, that's why it just that's the end of it. Okay, they're really bad people. It's insane. I don't know. Like, imagine after these Hinman emails, okay, and nothing happens, and we're still at 50 cents. Could that whole reality happen where we wait another 6 months before we hear a Judge Torres ruling?
I mean,
that can freaking happen,
well,
right?
There's some things that John Deaton said, that there's some type of deadline that she typically has or it goes into like another type of decision, and it's embarrassing for a judge if they don't make that deadline. So I think we'll hear something between now and September-ish, October-ish, maybe. I think she said September. He said September. So I think we'll hear something. What it will be. Will it be a full-out win? Will it be a partial win? Will it be I think a win is a win, no matter if it's a full-out, partial, or a settlement. As long as XRP is not deemed a security, I think we're going to the moon. So, with that being said, man, without, saying the same thing over and over. I know we're coming up on an hour. Me and the wife actually have some plans today, so I wanted to make this stream short and to the point. Is there anything else you want to add to that, AlexDVlogs?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me on your channel again, Crypto for Life. Appreciate it. We're gonna go to the moon. It's ready to go. It's ready to pop. 589.
589 all day, and I'm very excited, guys. I'm excited about not about where we're at right now, but just where we're going. I just saw where JC said James is pumping XRP. No, you know what it is that Bitcoin jumped back over 26 just by a little bit, like 26.1, and so XRP jumped back over like 50 cents, going to 51. So hey, at the end of the day, guys, XRP could be doing a lot worse than what it's doing right now. It's not 33 cents or 34 cents anymore. Can that happen if Bitcoin crashes? Anything can happen. I just think we got to be very positive and hopeful that and not only this, guys. 3 days from now, when the Hemming emails come out, make sure you log into John Deaton. He has a legal panel that he's putting together the day after the Hemming emails to break down in details what it means and to Ripple and what it means moving forward. So I think that's going to be very, very big. Shouts out to my lovely Queen Jeanette. Shouts out to Iron Man for being here. David O'Brien, appreciate my brother for being here. Beekeeper69, Marvin Davis, Anthony Wanner, JC, my man Pots and Pans. I appreciate you guys. We're going to go to end this soon. Me and the wife got some plans here, so I didn't want to make it over an hour. We're going to keep it under an hour today. So again, guys, this is your boy. We go live every Saturday, keeping it 100 with 6-8Jay. We do a Saturday stream at 10 o'clock. We'll come back tomorrow, Sunday. I've got an incredible show that I showed you guys here, which is, again, I don't want anybody to get offended, but it's, where's that here? Let's see here. It's entitled, if I can find it. It's entitled Americans Under Attack by America. So it's going to be a very interesting stream. I appreciate you being on AlexDVlogs. Shouts out to Blockchain Monkeyz and my man Eastman who couldn't make it. Much love to each and every one of you guys. We're going to end this again. Got some plans. Appreciate you, my brother, and we'll be on real soon. Matter of fact, right. I think I'm going to be going on your show here real soon as well.
Yeah, you definitely.
All right, brother.
Yeah, we're going to the moon. I don't know.
All right, my brother. Much love.
Later.
All right, peace.